Okay, we've covered the finger picking, so we covered the count. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Now I've been picking the thumb, middle, thumb, index, thumb, middle, thumb, index. There are various patterns inside of this 3-finger style. I can pick the opposite of that. What I call the opposite of that is the thumb, index, thumb, middle, thumb, index, thumb, middle, thumb, index, thumb, middle, thumb, index, thumb, middle. So here's the thumb, index, thumb, middle. Here's a better shot of it. Slowed down a little bit so that you can see that one. Then there's another roll. Getting to now we have thumb, middle, thumb, index. We have thumb, index, thumb, middle. Now we can have thumb, index, middle, index. Thumb, middle, index, middle. And there I'm still incorporating that alternating bass feel to it. Here's a better shot of, here's a different angle of that one so you can see how I'm doing. I'm going to slow it down a little bit so you can see that one also. This is it. Now all these picking patterns that I've showed you so far, when I've showed you a different screenshot angle, I've been using the G chord. You can play it in any key, any chord. So in D, I could do the thumb, middle, thumb, index. So in D, I know not to use the 6th string open because it will clash with my D chord. If I were to use, this is how it would sound if I used my 6th string open. So we can hear that tone doesn't belong in there. So now I'm going to play only 5th, 4th, 3rd with my thumb, and my index and middle fingers are still going to play the 2nd and 1st strings respectively. So that's how I'll go. And in C, now I use the C. This is how my C looks right here. So when I'm playing that C, I can use all 6 strings. And I don't have to move my finger back and forth from the 5th to the 6th string to get an alternating bass. I don't have to move my finger like that. So I just leave both my 4th finger and my ring finger as part of the C chord. So you should practice each one of those patterns that I showed you today. I showed you a thumb, index, thumb, middle. I showed you a thumb, middle, thumb, index. I showed you thumb, index, middle, index. And those are just 3 of the patterns. There are other patterns, and we'll explore those other patterns. You have to be able to use all of those patterns and switch from one finger pattern to another finger picking pattern in order to get a melody out of a song. And it's not going to matter what key you pick. You can play a melody in A. I could do Will the Circle Be Unbroken in A. So I just have to know how to switch from one finger picking pattern to another. Plus, before I pick out a song, I investigate the melody and find out where it's at on what strings in the key that I've picked and play it that way. Also, I could put a capo on my guitar and move up that way if I'm really good, say, in the C fingering with my chords, and I like that fingering, and I can play a song not in C, but I want to play it in D. I would just put capo 2 on and play my song up here. So there's a lot of options when it comes to finger picking and playing those kinds of tunes, that folk style finger picking. And we will investigate then another style with alternating bass and bass runs on the next lesson. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you want to learn. And if it's something I can teach you, I'll certainly get to it. I can teach you a banjo and maybe some fiddle music also. Anybody out there wants to teach me accordion, I'm willing to learn. We'll see you on the next one. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. I'm worried now, but I won't be worried long. I went across the river, I laid down to sleep. Oh, I went across the river, I laid down to sleep. Went across the river, I laid down to sleep. And when I woke, I had shackles on my feet. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. I'm worried now, but I won't be worried long.